You know, I'm getting so damn tired of all these influencers, these podcasters, whatever the hell you want to call them, who supported Donald Trump. They all voted for Donald Trump. They campaigned for Donald Trump. They sat with him at UFC fights and cheered him on. And now they're absolutely shocked by the fact that Donald Trump is doing exactly what the hell he said he was going to do, which is exactly what the hell you guys were supporting. Now suddenly you want to pretend you found some type of moral compass because exactly what he said he was going to do is now unpopular, and you're trying to walk back all the bullshit you did to help him get elected. So here comes brain dead Joe Rogan, who's the leader of idiots, now realizing how pathetic this all is.
Posture and things like that. But, what's happening now is, it's kind of disappointing.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We were told there would be there's two things that are insane. One is the targeting of migrant workers, not cartel members, not gang members, not drug dealers, just construction workers showing up in construction sites and raiding them, gardeners.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Or Palestinian students.
Oh, so now it's insane. Now ICE rounding up people at construction sites and parking lots is suddenly going too far. Joe, this isn't new. It didn't come out of nowhere. We told you this was going to happen. When Trump was campaigning, running around talking about mass deportations, building a wall, and sending ICE into sanctuary cities, a whole lot of us warned that this was not just rhetoric. We said it would lead to people being snatched off job sites, snatched from grocery stores, gas stations. We said this regime was going to militarize immigration enforcement in ways that were cruel, chaotic, and deeply un-American. But you, Joe? You were too busy playing the both sides game. You were too busy saying, oh, Trump is just a loudmouth outsider. He's not a real threat. You used your massive platform to downplay it, to normalize it. You didn't push back when your guests echoed his talking points. You didn't amplify the voices of people who were already living the consequences, Joe. And now, suddenly, you're shocked? Really? This was the plan. It wasn't hidden. It wasn't subtle. Trump and his people told us exactly what they wanted to do. And now they're doing it. What's worse is the way that it's being done. They're not targeting violent criminals. They're going after construction workers, fathers, people buying paint at Home Depot, people trying to feed their families, not threaten anyone else's family. And the real kicker? This is happening in red states, places where these same undocumented workers built the roads, wired the homes, fixed the plumbing, where they're still doing work Americans rely on for wages we pretend don't exist. Now the very people who benefit from that labor, the employers, the homeowners, the neighbors, they're all watching ICE show up and drag people away. And only now is it making people uncomfortable. Joe, here's the thing. We're not mad that you finally noticed. We're mad that when it mattered most, you didn't listen. You didn't amplify the warnings. You called people hysterical. You said, you guys are all overreacting. Now that the cruelty is in full view, you're reacting like it's a glitch in the system. But it's not a glitch. It's the system Trump and his enablers built. And let's be clear, this is only going to get worse, because if you don't stop this when it starts, it always escalates. You don't get to separate ICE raids from the broader project of Trumpism. This is part of the same playbook: fear, punishment, control. So don't just call it pathetic and insane. Call it what it is: state-sponsored persecution fueled by the politics of division and enabled by the silence from people who should have known better. We warned you. You didn't listen. Now here we are. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.